When a Watertown boy's visit to a trampoline park ended up with a trip to the hospital, his parents raised some questions about the safety at the facility.
The I-Team looked at 911 records and found he is not alone. WBZ's Christina Hager has the story.
As trampoline park injuries across the country skyrocket, WBZ's I-Team found calls to Massachusetts fire departments are also jumping.
I think I just had the assumption it'd be like going to the school swimming pool. Like something happens, the lifeguard jumps down and takes charge of the situation.
Doug Rooney and Tara Pottebaum say that didn't happen when their 4-year-old Gabriel went to a birthday party at Launch in Watertown this summer.
When he landed squarely on his neck and his shoulders, it looked like he was having a seizure, like he was convulsing, very erratic breathing.
We needed to get him to the hospital.
There was no assistance.
Did any of the staff at Launch pick up the phone and call 911?
Not that I know of. We did.
911, the sound recorded. Where's your message?
I'm calling from Launch in Watertown. My son fell on the trampoline.
Every one of your fears as a parent I thought was going to come true.
Gabriel had a cervical sprain in his neck. He's doing fine now, and his parents count their blessings. CBS News has confirmed in the last 7 years, at least 6 people died at trampoline parks. And according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, injuries shot up from 2,500 in 2013 to almost 18,000 in 2017. Launch sent us a statement saying, in part, Launch is proactive in making sure all employees are properly trained to handle any crisis that may occur. Staff is trained in first aid, including CPR and AED. When we checked, we did see an employee watching over jumpers doing flips and back bounces, while signs warn do not land on head or neck.
The most common injuries that we see from trampoline parks are really musculoskeletal injuries. So we see fractures of the arms, fractures of the legs.
While there are no federal regulations on trampoline parks, some states have recently passed laws, including Michigan, where Launch has several parks. The I-Team obtained 911 records showing Launch's Michigan facilities each averaged 8 calls for EMS over the last year, while Launch's 3 parks in Massachusetts, which has no regulations, had more calls, averaging 13 each.
What do you think should have happened?
I would expect that the people they have there should know how to respond.
Launch told us the company is taking measures to resolve the family's claims and says safety is one of its core values. For the I-Team, Christina Hager, WBZ News.
And those parks are so popular with the kids right now.
My son's favorite places.
Yeah,
No
I know.